This is Brian, and welcome back to Dragon Warrior 4. I would imagine this town has to show up on my list now, right? Yes, thankfully. So we're gonna go back here and we're gonna try to make some money. Okay. Gonna say, now where the heck are the encounters? That is the one I'm looking for, though, most of all. I know there might be other places that I could probably make pretty decent money and maybe get better experience, but since I'm not familiar with the game, this is about the best I've seen. Of course, there was that cave in the water that I went to, but they were just overpowering me there, so I'm not ready for that yet. It said the Bengal was bewildered. That should give me a better chance to take him out quickly, right? Yeah, and that's not bad for experience points for 3 of them. And what's the treasure? A fur coat. I don't think that's probably better for anybody, but I'll check it out. And we learned beat. Wasn't really paying attention to who learned that, but it's not exactly the kind of spell that I'd use a lot. Just because when it's gonna land, it's great, but I think that percentages aren't good enough for me to want to try it that often, just because you lose a turn kind of then when it doesn't work. So only in specific situations, I suppose, if I come to find an enemy that's weak to it maybe, but then again, if I never use it, I'll never find out, I suppose. Oh well. Where were we going here? Who might use the fur coat? I mean, maybe her, but she probably has better armor with the chainmail. I'll check it out, though. It is actually a little bit better. For now, I guess. Maybe I can get a better encounter rate if I come up here. I doubt it. But it might be worth a shot. And since I'm in offensive mode, Bray keeps trying his snowstorm, but doesn't seem to be hitting that often. Okay, there we go. And yes, these guys would be the ones that would present more potential trouble here, I suppose, because they can use beat. But I'm hoping that we can just take them out quickly enough that that doesn't happen that often. And they are worth pretty good experience then when I am able to take them out. Which should be most of the time. Did I talk to this guy before? Yeah, I did. Okay. 2 of the dolls. I was trying to add up last time how much money I needed. I think I said I'm going to be looking at least like 15 or 16,000 to try to get people equipped in my front party, or my active party, or however you want to call it. Once I feel like I'm getting closer to the end of the game, probably try to make sure that everybody is equipped properly with the best available stuff, even the ones that aren't in my active party, just because I would assume, or I would at least like to plan on... Holy crap. I would like to plan on assuming they're going to make me use maybe all of my party members towards the end, because that could be a thing. If I can take these all out here, and I don't think they've been running away, so we should be good. But this will be a ton of money. Of course, they can use Confuse, which isn't great. But one more round here should do it, I think. Alrighty. Yeah, 1,800 gold a pop there. That'll help if I can encounter a lot of them. I'm fine with just 3 at a time, though, because too many of them like that just gives me more of an opportunity to get confused, and if they confuse like Javid or Elena, they could do some pretty serious damage to my other party members. Bray didn't really seem to hurt too much there, because even when he was confused, he was only trying to attack physically, it seemed like. Although I think he could also use his spells, but he just didn't that time, so I don't know. Still rather would not be confused. Okay. Yep, that's a pretty good fight overall for money and experience. Mara got a level up. And learned Step Guard. Yeah, we have seen a couple of places where there are damage tiles, but I don't think I've had to cross any of them yet. In this castle, there was some on the first floor, but I couldn't get into the door yet because it was guarded. So I'm assuming that once I beat Balzac here and the enemies clear out, that I'll be able to get in there. So I guess at least I can avoid the damage. I was planning on just tanking it because I think we could afford to do that. I only had to cross one tile, I think, to get to the treasure. But if I have Step Guard, I'll use it. And it seems like you can use the spells even if they're not in your current party, so I think like something like Step Guard is still going to work, even if I don't have Mara in the active party here. Let's just go take a look at that. Yeah, just one step across should get me to the treasure, and then one step back across to get out of there. tried using beat there, but it didn't work. Ragnar got a level up. HP up by 16. And Talon leveled up. Maybe I should do this, just go in and out of a doorway like this, because that does seem to be a way to make bites trigger a little more often in these games. Ray's gonna be out of MP fairly soon. And in offensive mode, Nara isn't really doing any healing. I was kind of going to push it down to the limit and see if she would eventually. But then again, I don't want to have to pay money to revive anybody, so I suppose I should just do the healing out of battle here. Alright, and here's my big Mystic Doll party. Although it's a group of 4 and 2 this time instead of 3 and 3. Alrighty. That one was nice and fast. And where's that put us at money overall? Okay, about halfway there. I might need more than that overall, but I figured that's a good start to get up to about 15 or 16,000 and go buy what I can afford and see what's left. And then the next question with that upgrading would be, what do I start with, armor or weapons? I think it's probably a better idea to start with the armor. And here, let's start with the Mystic Dolls, since they have the confusion. And yeah, I was kind of hoping for something like that. Like a spell that could wipe out the other guys, although it only hit the one anyway. And Bray is completely out of MP now. Let's see if he just attacks physically. I would assume he will. He's probably not going to contribute much that way. Maybe I should head out of here and go rest at the inn. Probably be the prudent thing to do. Well, I guess. The only problem with this group is they will start healing each other if I don't take them out quickly enough. Looks like we should be good, though. And yeah, just for that group of them, that's pretty decent. Got Bray up another level. I think we're getting everybody up to level 20 here pretty soon. Then we got Bykill. Not exactly sure what that'll be. I would assume maybe like an instant death spell, but what's the buy part for? It was working pretty well before when I came in here, this just going in and out of the door, but it took me a few tries there to get another fight. Yeah, and even if my ultimate goal here isn't to grind for levels, but more the money, the levels that just incidentally come along with that will certainly help out too. Now, in the previous Dragon Warrior games I played that had like set character classes and like roles for storyline characters, they all had different level caps. So I wonder if that's going to be the way in this one, or if it'll be a thing where they can all like get up to level 99 finally or something. 3 was a little different because you had different character job classes you could recruit, so it was just your main hero that was like a must-have character. And you had the whole class change thing going on where you could upgrade or evolve or whatever. This doesn't seem like it's going to have that kind of thing going on here. I think they're just going to stay as they are. And I mean, as far as the game is, as far into the game as I am, 19 doesn't really seem like that high of a level. But I think that's just mostly because we've been playing as different characters in the different chapters. but we're only leveling them up one at a time through that, so that's kind of what took so long to get them a little higher here. Now that we have them all together and they all level up at the same time, or with the same experience, we should get things going a little better there. And there's Javid up to level 20. I don't think he was the first one to level 20, but he's the first one out of this group of 4. I think one of the other ones, like Mara or Risto, might have been. Ragnar was a little farther behind, I think, so he wouldn't be. Then again, maybe Javid is the first one overall. And Spell. Okay, well, it is not one that I can use in battle. Or, okay, no. I see, he has the 2 different menus. So I do kind of want to see what that does. Okay, it's one that I use on my own characters. I see. So fog surrounds him, which will make him harder to hit, I guess. So if we're fighting a strong physical attacking enemy, I guess that might be useful. I think after this fight, I'll take another look at where we're at, as far as money. And yes, I did see that they poisoned Nara. Which makes me think, I'm trying to remember, did I have anybody that can heal that? Yeah. I was almost worried for a second there, because actually I think he might be the only one that has antidote, right? Yeah. Okay, what about the money? Okay. We'll just go for a little longer here. And I'll try to end the day by going and doing some shopping. So I think next time, when we pick up, I'll go ahead and retry Balzac. God damn it. Okay, Ragnar got another level up. And his HP went up 25, or 22, I think it said. I don't know why I was thinking 25 right away, but I think it said 22. I think the resurrection was straight through the middle door here. Yeah. Well, they kind of forced my hand a little early there. But I think instead of heading back in for the extra 1,000 or two, I'll just go back to Estancia now and do my shopping. I know there was some weapons and stuff to buy back at Serene too there, but I think they had better stuff available here, or more stuff, so I want to check this one out first. Because I think this was the weapon guy, right? No, this is the armor guy, yeah, that's right, and that's what I wanted to do first anyway, so that's good. The only thing is he doesn't have the iron mask, so I need to remember that. Who all can equip the dragon mail? Okay, well, we'll hold off for Ragnar for now, just because I don't have him in the party and I don't plan on switching him in right yet. And that way I don't waste the money on him. Sacred robe. I hope it's better than the half plate. Okay. Let's equip that stuff. Alright, that's up by 10. Alright, that is up too, so that's pretty good. Can't remember if I bought him anything new. I don't think I did. Okay. Good. That is still an upgrade. Should get a little bit of money back at least. Just wanted to look. Did anybody else down here have stuff? Been holding that broadsword. I think I'm actually gonna sell that, because I want the money. Wait. I was thinking about staying until night for that guy with the shit, or with the weapon shop, but I think this was actually one too, right? Yeah. Just wanted to kind of see who can equip some of this stuff. Okay. That's probably better for both of them. And I already had access to the Sword of Malice before, but okay, it was just those three, so we're good there. I think this other guy, though, had another sword available. Because I thought there was one for like 6,000. So I want to check that out, since that's why I sold the broadsword, so I could make sure I had enough money to at least check it out and see who could buy it, or who could equip it. Oh, it's 8,000. Yeah. I think I'll save my money and get the other armor upgrades. Just trying to remember where those were at. Was it here? It's like the Iron Mask was the one thing I was thinking that it wanted for sure here. But I also kind of think this guy up here was just a weapons dealer. Maybe they were both. Maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. It's like there's this guy here, but was there one downstairs too? Yeah, he does have both, okay. Who else can get an Iron Mask? Oh, okay, well. In that case... do I go for one Battle Axe or two Staff of Force? I think the Battle Axe probably first, just because the other two are spellcasters part of the time anyway. It's not that big of an upgrade, but we'll go with it. And as far as that goes now, instead of selling that, we'll give it to Taloon, so he does still have a weapon equipped at least. The fastest way out of town from here, I think, is just to come down there and walk out that way. Alright, we're gonna call it here for today, so next time I will go in and we'll try Balzac again. The only other upgrades I would need would be those two Staffs of Might, or whatever they are. Staff of Power? What was it? Something like that. And that Sword of Lethargy is something worth checking out, but that's a lot of money, so I didn't want to grind for that much more here yet. And I don't know, something about that makes me think that maybe it's not better anyway. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow. And we'll catch you next time.